That snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
we can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.
Here's Mina Kimes and Pablo's turn. Speaking about begging for access and their time as full-time sports magazine writers.
When both of us were towards the end of our runs as like full-time magazine writers, effectively begging for access is really depressing.
Oh my God. Stories I could tell.
How would you describe? So you can anonymize it if you want, but like, how would you convey to someone who doesn't know what it's like to try and profile a celebrity athlete, like what it's actually like? That's not in the piece.
I don't have to anonymize this one. When I did the profile on Luka Doncic, and I went to Spain, and I was there for 4 days, and I spent 3 of the days just waiting to see Luka Doncic. To the point where like I had to basically like jump into his car in Spain to like because I was like, I need time. I need to see this guy. So much of being a athlete profile writer was like, I think it's gotten way, way worse now. Well, maybe it's flipped around, and I don't know. I actually can't speak to it with terms of access, but like
worse. It's gotten worse because like the trust is gone, bro. The trust is gone, and then like. A lot of people, a lot of athletes and public figures, they feel like they can just tell their own stories, stream, do their own platform thing and stuff like that. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna rewrite the narrative. We ain't gonna let the deter the narrative. Like Trae Young started a podcast and he said it was really just because he heard a lot of stuff about him, and he created a podcast to like make sure that untrue narratives about him just weren't able to live. He could rewrite them and stuff. So I say it's gotten worse now. With stuff beyond the surface. Stuff on the surface, a cute little cell phone video. Do a TikTok dance. What's your favorite Love Island character? Like you can get that. But like the deep stuff, sit down, tell me who you are as a person. All that stuff is more difficult. What in the world is going on? What is going on right now? I don't know what's going on with my camera. All right. We're going to keep going. It's gotten worse.
Writing from like 2008-ish, 7-ish through 2016-ish or whatever.
Yep.
And it's kind of like a turning point, I think, in how athletes are covered and written about generally, which is to say before that, access profiles were everywhere. It was just a thing. It was like part of being a famous athlete was like a big capital J journalists would come write about you and spend time with you. And then around that time, I think some athletes thought, well, do I really need this? Because I have my own social media. I might have my own documentary company. I'm in charge of production. Why do I want to make myself vulnerable to this annoying kid from Harvard who's talking about his pea buddies when I can just put out my own
Right. Why is this investigative journalist from Yale who used to do things about like serious financial crimes asking me how many nachos I eat?
There was a NFL player who flaked on me in 2 states. I was supposed to hang out with him in 1 state. Just ended up sitting there in a hotel room, didn't write back. Then they said, okay, well, he's in this other state, flew to the other state, dipped on me then. I mean, it's humiliating.
See, Mina Kimes is very mature and everything like that. You could tell she's a vet. She could tell she got a year because she said one NFL player. Me, I let y'all know every single time. Man, I don't like so-and-so because we were supposed to do an interview and they didn't even do it. And they ghosted me twice. And then we finally did the interview and it was cool, but like I can't get that out of my head. I was just trying to do much. I'll let you know. Richard Jefferson, bro. I was like 10 years old at the Hawks game. New Jersey Nets were in town. I had a Richard Jefferson basketball card and I held it out with like a pen. And Richard was walking back out from halftime slowly. Nobody around him, nothing. No fanfare. All the fanfare was for, who would you think? Vince Carter and Jason Kidd. I think Vince Carter was on the team at the time, yeah. Hold it out. RJ. He walks past me so slow, looks at me, and just goes, I'm not an adult. Like, I'm not 18, 20, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a time where I bought a Dale Curry jersey, Charlotte Hornets, and it was cold. And then like Charlotte was in town, and Dale was, you know what I'm saying, the person on the broadcast. So I literally sat behind him and I had to like yell his name for like 5 minutes for him to finally turn around and sign it. And I got it afterwards because it's like I'm older, I'm no longer a kid. And like I think with adults, when you ask for autographs, they like automatically assume you're gonna sell it. And it's like, no, bro. I just wanted a cool, dope autograph jersey from Dale Curry. Like, it's swag. I don't know if he's even still in here. I don't know where it's at. But like it's swag, bro. Like that's the reason why I wanted it. But like as a kid, bro, just sign a basketball card, Richard Jefferson.
The boxers were the best. Boxers were the best because they were sort of
I tell that story to say this. I still don't like Richard Jefferson.
like Constitution was naturally to sell, and they had no concern about PR because they were basically effectively uncancelable. Boxers didn't give a shit. It was great. Although I did get thrown out of a gym by Floyd Mayweather once, which was, I think, just a generally sad experience. A huge waste of my time.
Dang. And speaking of Pablo, he is mentioned in this thing.
that steps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Seeing Rashad rolling out.
That's a good question.
We can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.